Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Vulture Culture Podcast.
Welcome back to the madhouse, Vulturelings.
Oh man, I didn't know that we got Mark Hamill here. How the fuck did you get into this recording studio?
Well, it's very simple. I was waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah, Gangnam Style. Man, I think I had another guest want to do that too. Um, so welcome back, y'all, to a very new, special New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe episode of the Vulture Culture Podcast. I am joined, of course, by Mark Hamill and RoxyReviews. Say hello, you two.
Oh, Sirplayalot. We only got Mark Hamill. We only got the budget to have Mark for that opening.
Damn it! Thought I had enough money. Man, I miss my daughter's wedding for this. Anyways, how's it going?
Going pretty fine.
What about you, Roxy? How are you feeling?
I just finished this game.
Yeah, we are doing another.
They gotta write a backlog for it.
I'm kind of mad.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is.
I can imagine why. We'll save it for later.
This is our second game that we did for season 2. The first one was PVZ 2. So, you know what? Today we are talking about, if you couldn't guess by Sir's reference and also by the title of this episode, we are talking about Batman Arkham Asylum, which is a 2009 action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Eidos Interactive in conjunction with Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, based on DC Comics superhero Batman and written by Batman writer Paul Dini. Arkham Asylum was inspired by the long-running
Paul
comic
Dini.
book... Oh, Paul Dini. Arkham Asylum was inspired by the long-running comic book mythos. In the game's main storyline, Batman battles his arch-enemy, the Joker, who instigates an elaborate plot to seize control of Arkham Asylum, trap Batman inside with many of his incarcerated foes, and threaten Gotham with hidden bombs. Yeah, so, this is a long lot to talk about. I guess the first thing is if we had any first experience with the Arkham series. I'm going to let Sir start us off because this was his episode. Then we'll go to me, and then we'll end it off with Roxy. So, Sir, how did you get into playing the Arkham series? This isn't just Arkham Asylum, but the Arkham series as a whole.
I'll start with the first time I've heard of it, then eventually go that way. The first time I heard of it was either I walked into a GameStop and I think Arkham City just came out and they had statues of it on display. I thought they looked really cool. And either that, or my first impression was through JonTron's top 6 horrible boss fights video, which had Titan Joker at number 1.
I don't even blame him.
Yeah. Well, how I eventually played the series was through my Xbox, which had a sale, was it a sale or was a bundle of all 3 games that matter.
They had the Arkham trilogy.
Yeah.
The Return to Arkham trilogy, and
I was able to buy that, and it took up so much space in my Xbox alongside Rare Replay.
Yes.
But yeah, that's how I eventually played the series.
Alrighty. So your first time was okay, but like wasn't the first game you played Arkham City?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you care if I shoot my shot real quick?
Sure.
So I wasn't I loved Batman, but I didn't really care about anything aside Lego Batman, which I played a lot of on my DS and Wii. And then I think during probably Arkham Knight was coming out. I can't remember, but a lot of people were talking about. Was it Arkham Knight? Yeah, I think it was. But people were talking about what are some of the best video games made about superheroes, and they were mostly talking about the Arkham series. I never cared to get into it because, as much as I love Batman. At a time, I was really against playing the more realistic kind of games. Like, I never thought they were all that interesting, aside maybe like one or two here or there. And then, I got Arkham City for my Wii U, but I didn't play it. And then, the same bundle actually, I bought the bundle for Arkham Asylum along with a copy of Arkham Origins to play on my Xbox, and I played those. And then, well, I have only played Arkham Asylum, and probably by the time this comes out, Arkham Origins will be uploaded. So I would have beaten both of those. And I played a little bit of the Suicide Squad. But yeah, so I'm not, the gamer of the group. I like to say I'm the biggest nerd when it comes to games. Didn't really care when Batman got many video games. But then again, after playing this, I'm more interested now. Anyways, so Roxy, what about you?
I actually, my introduction to the Arkham series is actually Arkham Knight, which I don't know why, but I received it for Christmas one year. Um, and I played a bit. I played a decent chunk of it. It was really good. I really liked it. I don't know why I never got around to finishing it. I think it's just because I did one. I did a Riddler challenge that really pissed me off, and I think that just soiled how I felt at the time. I think I am gonna go back and finish that game after we play Arkham City and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Because
I
that was
actually
really
did play
good.
it, and I actually did play a little bit of Arkham Knight in high school. Now that I think about it.
All I know about Arkham Knight is Dick Grayson's in it, and you drive around in the Batmobile.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
drive around in the Batmobile a little too much, which is the complaint I've heard of it.
I remember that the Riddler challenge that really pissed me off was like one where I had to drive around in the Batmobile and do some Mario Kart-esque like track in a certain amount of within a time limit.
All right. I think it's kind of crazy because originally we all planned to do Bat Month, but then we obviously canceled that, and we all know why that's the case. But anyways, I mean that's
I
not. Yeah, Roxy doesn't have HBO, so they can't watch it, which is fine. So Sir picked this kind of as like a way to bridge the piece a bit to where we could still talk about Batman, while also a way that we can all play it. Which also originally Roxy wasn't even going to play it, because at a time it cost $20, and Roxy didn't have the money. It went. Then the Arkham Dual package went
then
on
it
sale.
went on yeah, both it and the second game went on sale for like $5, and I was just like, okay, I mean, come on.
Yeah, so they played Arkham Asylum, and they've been playing it for honestly, I think the past week you've been playing it. So
Yeah.
I guess
I'm kind of fucking sick of this game right now. Can you blame me?
We know later you'll go back and platinum it.
I don't even.
Yeah.
That's even if you feel like doing that. Anyway, so
I probably will because I mean, really think about it. I re I already got 65% completion. I really just gotta go get the Riddler stuff, and that's it.
yeah, so I guess we could start with. Where do you guys want to start? Should we break it up into sections? I'm not going to do timestamps for this one. I feel like this one we can do it completely off the cuff. Let's just break it down in sections. So there's multiple parts of this game, where there's multiple boss fights and
Yeah.
stuff. Let's talk about the gameplay as a whole, and then we'll go over individual boss fights and stuff. So this is like the first action style game we play. Like Shantae was a platformer. Mario 64 was a platformer. PvZ 1 and 2 are tower defense games. PvZ 3 is a tower defense game. So this is like our first time we're actually covering something a little bit more.
Goodbye Volcano High is not a
Well,
video game.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But yeah,
We haven't even recorded that episode yet.
Well, yeah, no, this episode comes out before Goodbye Volcano High, so... When do we talk about Goodbye Volcano High? Who knows? Anyways,
No.
so basically this game kind of, I don't want to say relies on it,
Kicks
but
ass. It's awesome.
I like the combat of this game
For the most
a
part.
lot. Yeah, the combat of the game's really good. Batman feels...
Really good combat.
Yeah.
I like the feel that you get using the gadgets, and especially detective mode.
Yes.
I like the part where you use the Bat credit card.
Oh yeah, the best part, obviously, the Bat credit card.
That's where the microtransactions come in, right?
Oh yeah, that's where you get to buy the... Oh yeah, that's actually something they added on. They added later on to the...
They added in Arkham City.
Yeah, they added in Batman costumes for you to wear.
Different costumes. Which I, of course, used the animated series outfit and never looked back.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should mention... Kenny...
What the Kenny?
Not Kenny. Kenneth...
Kenneth!
God, why am I fucking
What
blanking?
is wrong with you?
Everything, apparently. Look, my brain's fried, okay? Jesus.
No, they brought in the legendary voice actors from the
Yes, they brought
animated series. Most notably,
Mark
Arlene
Hamill.
Sorkin as Harley Quinn, which is the last time she played Harley before retiring. Mark Hamill as the Joker, who's excellent as always. And of course, the late and great the one and only Batman, well, not only, but the true Batman in my eyes, Kevin Conroy.
Kevin! Why did I fucking think Kenny or Kenneth? God.
I am vengeance. I am the knight.
Yes.
Well, now I'm
I
just
am
imagining
Batman.
if Batman was voiced by Tom Kenny.
It is kind of cool to see characters who reprise their roles for this game, especially because of the fact... Oh, sorry.
They did bring in Paul Dini, who was a writer and head of the animated series as well.
Yep. No, they did a really good job. They knocked it out of the park in the acting department. Really, I love how they act, honestly. They did a good job in this game. I mean...
Yeah. And they were given a really good script, too.
Yeah. The plot, basically, is just... Joker takes over Arkham Asylum, and you gotta stop him. Just like how...
And you gotta help us.
Yeah, just like most video game plots, aside from, like, you know, games that, like, tried going deeper. This is mostly just traditional Batman has to stop the Joker story, which is good because, I mean, this is the first Arkham game. It'd be kind of weird if the first one of their story doesn't have something
The first
simple.
one, you have to go up against the Condiment King.
Be a
You
little
have to.
weird.
You have to.
Army of sentient.
Okay, you have to just imagine, like, the main villain's Scarecrow
No.
or something like.
Oh yeah, like they did with the Dark Knight.
Like they did with Batman Begins, but it was actually well done. So who cares?
We'll go over characters later. The first character that we got, well, not the first character. The gameplay loop and combat system in this game are good. They did a really good job presenting the characters along with what's happening.
I, of course, had to use my brain a lot. And it felt good.
Yeah, it is really good. It's really well done.
I'm not very good at doing that.
No way, Roxy. No fucking way. That's impossible. Anyways, basically, there's a lot of Batman villains in this game, and again, we'll go over characters later, but it's crazy how many they added. Killer Croc, Bane, Ivy.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, it's like a greatest hits thing.
Well,
with a few exceptions, which we'll introduce in next game.
I mean, who could forget the iconic Batman villain Zsasz? That we. Oh man, people can't get enough of that Zsasz.
Honestly,
I'm gonna beat you like a drum.
The characters that they introduced, like Zsasz, Which, you know, what you could say whatever about him. He's kind of
No, so
nothing. But
I actually looked at it because the character bios tell you where the characters first appeared. Zaz was apparently from some 1992 Batman comic, I think.
really,
Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Like apparently he was a pre-existing character.
which
Yeah.
I'm fine with them going for some low baller. Because here's the thing: the issue with when you're making a game like this, um, as a whole, like you know you got like Spider-Man, you have characters that everybody knows, like Doctor Octavius, Rhino, and then you got to add in some of like the lesser knowns at the time. Like nobody really knew who Mister Negative was. Nobody really. I mean, like yeah, some people probably could have guessed
Well,
who the Scorpion is.
remember the Spider-Man PS4 game, which I mean, it was clearly inspired by this. But
Yeah.
the Spider-Man PS4 game literally has J. Jonah Jameson mention like some uh, really random Spider-Man villain who apparently existed in the comics, who was just a Nazi made out of bees.
Huh.
What?
Maybe.
What?
I'm not.
Maybe.
I'm not making that up.
Maybe whenever Sir
Okay.
gets the. Maybe when Sir gets the availability to play Spider-Man for the PS4, we could talk about it. Which I would not mind at
You bring
all.
up the character bios. Something I want to note out. Um, it got Harley's. What if they were going? What they kind of got Harley's first appearance wrong. Like, yes, that's when she first appeared in the comics, but not overall, which is in Batman the Animated Series,
Yes,
the
that.
Joker's favor.
Yeah. I didn't even really think about that. Yeah, Harley Quinn was originally made for Batman the Animated Series, which is
Yeah.
fine that they.
I remember they even got that fact wrong on the Multiverse's website when it was up, but they eventually fixed it.
Yeah.
Really? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't look at the information for everybody. But I did notice that was like a thing you could look up. When like what year did Harley Quinn first appear?
1992.
Well, yeah. Okay, that we just discussed that. But like, what year?
First appeared in her first comic appearance was Batman No Man.
I just said 1992, specifically on September 11th. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh goodness.
Wait, Harley Quinn first appeared on 9/11. Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Maybe. Well.
Let me
Anyway.
finish. On September 11th for the 7th episode of the first season, Joker's Favor in Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
Which year?
1992.
Well, should we talk about what do you guys want to go into? What do you guys want to talk about first? Or next, I guess.
Let's see, did we discuss everything worth noting with the gameplay?
I mean,
the gameplay.
Yeah, I think the game plays very well. I think the characters, I think the movements are fluid. I like how you can use the Batarang. I like how you can upgrade everything, so then you're not always under level. I always like it when a game gives you the ability to improve yourself.
Yeah.
Like DK Bonanza.
I like that it lets you choose how to do it.
Yeah, a skill tree, which Final Fantasy 10 did, and that works very well for that. And like most beat 'em ups, Bayonetta 2, Yakuza Kiwami, in this game, all do skill trees. Donkey Kong Bonanza has a skill tree, and I like it because then, if like for example, in like RPGs, a good example is like the Dark Souls franchise. It's like when you can improve like your health and stuff. Like people would go for health, people would go for strength, people would go for like how much MP they have, how many times can they summon something, so on and so forth. It's all really well made here, especially with how you can upgrade your gadgets or how you can upgrade Batman's suit and everything. It's really well implemented in this game, and I really like it. Anything else about the combat?
Well, there's the boss fights, but we'll get to that.
All right. Well, so how the game mostly plays out is Batman's stuck on Arkham Asylum. are on Arkham Asylum's island. Basically, they're stuck there, and Batman's like, "I'm gonna have to take down the Joker." Joker shows that he has like a Titan serum, right? Like a serum.
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
no, he worked missioned somebody on Arkham Island to make.
oh yeah, yeah,
a
Dr.
suit.
Young, wasn't it? Or is that no? That's
Yeah,
the yeah. And
that's her name.
yeah, and then basically the rest of the game is you trying to stop Joker before he basically just dooms Arkham, which
And Gotham.
and Gotham, yeah. And to help with him, we have like Bane, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, who kinda does that. Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, so on and so forth. And as someone who's played I played the Telltale Batman game, and I think that one has a stronger story than this one. But maybe one day we'll talk about the Telltale series of Batman games because they're really good. Well, the first one is. I haven't played The Enemy Within, but yeah, I really like the plot of this game a lot as well. With you basically trying just to. It honestly, it's all just happening in one night, Resident Evil 7 style, where it's all happening at one specific time. So like, it kind of makes the ticking clock feel a lot better. It feels way more suspenseful. Like, oh, are you going to get to Joker in time? There isn't an actual ticking clock, but like, to Batman, there's like a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, especially with the house
Yeah.
full of mad people.
Well, yeah. Should we talk about the enemy variety? I'll let Roxy tear into it if you want to, Roxy.
It's bad
Why is it bad?
because most of the enemies are just annoying instead of making the combat more interesting.
You got your standards, like your standard guys, and they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
guns
that's
and
the
stuff.
thing. You have your standard guys who just like you get into hand-to-hand combat with. They're fine. Everyone else sucks.
Go over some
Especially
specifics.
it's especially bad when you're supposed to do stealth missions and there are a bunch of guys with guns who travel in groups so you can't actually be fucking stealthy. The best you can hope to accomplish is set up a trap and let them get into it.
You're supposed to set up distractions for those prowler missions and pick them off one by one.
Yes, I know that's what I did. It wasn't very it's annoying though.
No, I agree. It can be really
It's annoying.
Sir, what do you think?
I think the enemy variety is fine.
I think the big issue I have are the Titans, which I don't consider them boss fights. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, they don't. You only
I guess
fight
we're
them
going to
like
boss fights too.
3 times in the
They're
entire
more
game.
mini bosses than they are boss fights. I consider like the boss fights to be like the main villains that are like actually comics, or like actually named villains that like we care about, not just beefy fucks. The insane people, the insanity people who just jump on top of you
Yeah,
and you have to wiggle
those
them
guys who
off.
just jump on you are really annoying because if you don't hit them like the first time they show up, you're basically screwed over and
Yep.
are gonna take a shit ton of damage.
And then the rest of the game, like the insanity people show up a lot, the sniper people show up, and I know you do not like the snipers.
The problem is the fucking snipers!
Yeah. Which,
Sniper, no sniping.
yeah, Roxy, why don't you like the snipers?
Because of the fact that they're not well telegraphed. They just shoot you out of nowhere. And it's like, "Oh wait, I guess they're here. Okay, that's annoying. Got to spend the next like
5-10
minute or
minutes.
two of gameplay just getting rid of this guy."
And then, I mean, I feel like some of the enemies are fine. I just feel like some of them are just kind of misplaced at times.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, what really gets under my skin is the amount of like the Titan fights, because some of them are just kind of unfucking necessary. Like, why do you need a
And they mostly feel samey.
Yeah, you just have to...
Yes.
Oh
The
my
combat
god.
gets very repetitive as the game goes on.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about that when we get to boss fights. So the Titans themselves, like... Okay, we'll go over that in a minute. So, what do you want to talk about, sir? What do you want us to go over next?
Let's just get to boss fights.
Okay. So the
And then
boss...
after that, we'll talk about characters.
Yeah, we'll go over them individually. Scarecrow doesn't really have a boss fight. Most of his encounters are like these nightmare-ass sections where you see like...
Where you have to run. Yeah, you have to avoid him. But they're more interesting stealth missions than the rest of the games, at least.
Yeah, they actually like... It's they have cool visuals, it looks nice, and it plays nice. I like it.
You can even see the gas leaking into rooms before it happens. But
Yeah.
also, I
Yeah.
think it's especially funny because before the last one, they make it look like your game crashed.
Yeah. It's a good subversion of expectations.
Remind me a lot of Eternal Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Sanity effects.
And also the fact that you play as Joker for a little bit, arresting Batman.
Yep. It's a really cool twist. I think what makes it even better is the fact that, like... Oh, Roxy, did you see the credits scene of the game?
Yeah, where you see his hand come out of the water.
Yep. That changes a little bit. Because there's one where it can be Scarecrow's hand, one where it could be Bane's hand, and then there's one that could be Killer Croc's hand, to tease that they are going to be returning in the next game.
Okay, but Killer Croc was never... Killer Croc had nothing... I guess Killer Croc kind of fell into a trap, but that was really it. Bane and Scarecrow should legitimately just be fucking dead after what happened to them in this game.
So yeah, let's talk about what happened to Scarecrow after you beat him for the third time, because you fight him 3 times, and it's spaced out enough to where it's not too annoying.
Yeah, and also once again, I think it's really nice that they don't try to cheat you into just having him randomly appear. You can actually notice when he's about to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after you beat Scarecrow for the 3rd time,
then Killer Croc comes in.
Yeah, Scarecrow runs away screaming because Batman inhales like all of the fucking nightmare gas, and then he's like, "Oh man, you're fucking nuts!" And then he runs away.
If that wasn't funny enough, Killer Croc comes out of nowhere. Like he shows up and he's like, Scarecrow's like, "Okay, Batman, come any closer and I'll poison Arkham's entire water supply." And then Killer Croc just comes out of nowhere and it's just like, dude, I thought you and Joker were friends. He literally greeted you. I can't believe, Killer Croc's a
old
bad
boy.
guy?
Is that you?
Killer Croc betrayed Joker. Oh no!
They even make a Peter Pan reference if you remember.
Yes.
Tick tock, tick tock. Is that a crocodile I hear?
Oh,
Well, Killer Croc also makes a Peter Pan reference in his death screens. Also, the death screens of this game are great.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the death screens here in a minute with the presentation. So the gameplay itself is good enough to where you're like, okay, with that section, it's like, okay, those are one-off missions, and then you get like an actual boss fight with Bane, who is honestly a really cool Batman villain.
Bane kind of comes out of nowhere, which is really weird considering how relevant he actually is to the story.
Yeah, it's his venom that's being used to make Titan.
Yeah.
After all.
Which it would make sense because his venom makes him fucking buff as shit. So it makes sense that Joker would just take his toxins and try to spread it across the globe and make an army. So yeah, I'm fine that he's the one that we see. It might be weird to come out of nowhere, but he's completely plot relevant and his boss fight does matter.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think it's a little odd that he just sort of shows up and then gets defeated. But like really quickly.
I mean, I think getting hit by a fucking car would probably knock anybody out. I think I said in
Well,
my.
yeah. Also, by the way, he should absolutely be dead.
I think it was the Venom
Not,
that
not,
sniped
not
him.
because of the fact that he got hit with the Batmobile, but because of the fact that he landed in the fucking water. He should drown. There is absolutely no way Bane can swim. I mean, fucking look at him.
Well, he survived.
Yeah, just look at me, Batman.
Going to be
Well-
studied.
Then,
Joker.
but yeah, his boss fight's pretty good. It's a good way to get you used to the Titan effect, and too bad you'll never fight a Titan like that again. Even though the final boss is literally fucking one of them. Anyways.
Yeah.
We'll
No,
talk
but
about
like the Bane fight, the Bane fight's decent.
Yeah. And then there is... Harley Quinn doesn't really have a boss fight. You just kind of solve her puzzles and she fucking books it off, if I remember correctly. Like, so... I mean, she's fine.
Well, no, she has a proper boss fight, but it doesn't really have anything to do with her. Where she just has like a big electric floor and is like, "Okay, Joker goons, go get them."
Oh, yeah. And then you gotta catch up and beat the fuck out of her. Or, like, you gotta fry it or something. Can you believe it if I tell you that I do not even
It's
really
it's
care
it's
for the
it's a
boss fight?
lame boss fight to have her be the fight, the one you're fighting.
There's actually a clip, I don't remember, I think it's Arkham City or Arkham Knight, where, like, Harley Quinn walks over to you, and she's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this," and, like, she walks over, and Batman just fucking, like, beats, like, just punches her one fucking time, and she just fucking face plants onto the floor. Man, I really hope that a game doesn't have her die by getting shot in the face with a gun. Anyways,
Next up is
Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Okay, her inclusion in the game is weird, not because I think actually having her in the game is a bad idea, just because she comes in really late and then suddenly like takes over the game for a little bit, and then is just kind of forgotten about afterward again. That was really odd. Did anybody else think that was
I thought it
weird?
was a little weird that they did that because
Mm.
I like Ivy and I think she's a good villain, but I feel like what would have been cool is like, because she was kind of teased like she wasn't going to do anything, and then out of nowhere she's like, "I'm going to help Joker," and it's like, yeah, but you weren't
Well, no,
insinuating that at
it was
all.
teased that she and Harley Quinn were gonna fuck, which if that happened, I would have been a lot happier. But unfortunately,
It's implied that they do in the Harley Quinn show, at least.
good.
So yeah, she's whatever. I don't really care. Her boss fight's good in my opinion. I think it's still like a good combat section.
I thought her boss fight was a little too repetitive for its own good. I mean, it's one of the better fights in the game, but to be fair, a lot of them are not good. Like, okay, let's see. Who has a good boss fight? Scarecrow.
Bane.
Bane's is fine.
Harley.
I think it's literally just Scarecrow and Bane who have good boss fights.
I mean, Ivy I would say is good because at the very least it's thematically pleasing. It has like good moments in it, like when you're whenever she summons in hypnotized guards. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, but the fight goes on too long and doesn't have enough variety in what happens.
Oh, you want to talk about a fight that goes on too long that doesn't have enough variety in it? Don't worry, we're not there yet because we gotta talk about Killer Croc and his section's just fucking ass.
Oh yeah,
Literally. Isn't it actually? It is kind of funny though that the Dark Knight trilogy villains, the first and last Dark Knight trilogy villains are the ones that have the better fights in the game, and then the actual best villain in that trilogy has the worst fight. Other than Killer Croc. But the worst fight out of the three.
We'll talk about that one later. But Killer Croc is basically just flip a switch, walk slow.
Dude, it's literally just filler. The game just forces you to walk around slowly and quietly for like a total of 15 minutes with shitty checkpoints. And then that's it.
It's not very good. feel like I get a lot of flack for saying that, but to be dead honest with you, it's
Also,
not very good.
Killer Croc himself shows up at random points in the fight, and you have to hit him with a batarang. But the camera doesn't help you at all because of all the corners and shit that you
Yeah.
can be standing around.
As I said, not very good in
Not
comparison.
very fun.
Yeah. The next fights is Zaz.
Oh,
Who?
Zaz.
Everybody's favorite character, Zaz.
Who literally just walks up, says, "I'm gonna cut you, Batman," and then dies.
Well, no, what happens is both times he has a hostage situation, so you need to figure out a way to hit him without him ever seeing Batman, but like it's easy. He's a tutorial the first time, and the second
Yeah.
time it's just like a
Why?
cinematic set piece, but not a very good one because it lasts like 20 seconds. So
Yeah, it's stupid. The next ones, before we get into Joker, the Titans. All the Titans suck. Every single one of them suck.
every Titan fight, every Titan fight except the first one sucks, but that's because the first one is just a Titan on its own.
Yeah, fighting two of them at once with Joker goons is such a fucking fuck you moment. I hate it.
Honestly, the entire like last fourth of the game just feels like a middle finger full of filler moments and okay, we got to do this now to extend the runtime.
Or playtime, rather.
Yeah. So shall we talk about Joker's boss fight?
Yeah. It
It's
sucks.
the worst fight in the game.
It sucks for 3 reasons.
Go ahead, sir.
Shall I look them off?
Yeah, sir, go right ahead. What are the 3
one
reasons why it
is
sucks?
design is not very good. It's sort of weird, not
in a good way. He looks like, I mean, I said it before, he looks like some kid's like has-been hotel OC.
Or better yet, it looks like a fucking
That's not me making fun of Has-Been Hotel. That's me making fun of like what people think of when they think of the show's aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
right, what's the next reason?
Anyways, 2 is the fight itself is just like every other Titan fight in the game, which is repetitive and lame. The only difference is that you have to pull him out when he's looking at the camera. It's like, look at me! I've won, Batman!
Yeah, then you gotta pull him down. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because he was totally which, number 3, it sucks, because this whole desperate
because
situation
it relies on
where
him being out of character.
Yeah, out of character. With him desperately injecting himself with the Titan, which is... Joker has done brute force before, but for the most part, he's known for playing mind games with Batman.
Yeah.
But this is literally jumping the shark a bit.
It's a little much, especially for him.
Jumping the laughing shark.
It doesn't ever feel like something he would do.
Also, it doesn't feel very fun to play because all you do is run away from Joker whenever he's down, beat up his goons, which sometimes if you don't beat the goons up in time, the helicopter will come in anyways. And if you don't beat the other guy up, then the helicopter will obviously fly away, even though the camera guy should stay there and keep him distracted because if they saw you doing that before, they should just wait there and help you out. Wow, it was working. Let me move out of the way. And Joker like grabs something to throw at the fucking camera, then yeah, sure, whatever. But he doesn't even do anything. He loves it. It's stupid. I don't
think Joker's meant to be like the gloating type.
No, he's like he'll do it to make fun of Batman, but he's not the type of person to publicly go and be like, "Look at me, I'm the best." Whoa, I think Gooseville suck.
If this was like Harvey Dent or Bane or any of them, yeah, sure, they would gloat in front of the cameras if they took down Batman a peg. Which
Harvey Dent is not even in the game, by the way, but is mentioned at the end.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Which is to set up. Isn't that to set up Arkham City?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Since he's one of the first enemies you face in Arkham City.
Anyways, yeah, Joker's boss fight sucks. Everybody knows this, but it bears repeating. It's not very good. It's not good. So yeah, the boss fights aren't all that good, but a boss fight doesn't make or break a game. The aesthetics, on the other hand, I would say is one of the biggest highlights of the game. The game looks
yes.
really fucking good.
I especially like the detail that Batman's that the more you die, the more damage appears on Batman's suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It shows that he's going
It
through.
still holds up well for being 2009.
Yeah. It is a remaster, but still, it's very commendable. I think what makes it even better is the fact that Batman not only has the damage to his body, but also I think what makes it really good is just the fact you could tell Arkham's been around for a long time. Mold on the walls and all these other little niche details.
And they got the secret records you can find of the founder of Arkham.
And of course,
yeah, which by the way, I literally forgot how you're supposed to scan the Amadeus Arkham and Riddler things. So, oops.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh yeah, I guess you said that the Riddler had a secret boss fight. I think is what you said.
Yeah, I didn't fight him. I don't care. Riddler's in this game, by the way. He's mostly just finding.
Yeah.
He's mostly just buying trophies.
No, you know what happens? You know what the thing is? What happens to Joker in the final boss fight feels more like something Riddler would do, where he gets distracted by the camera and is like, "Look, everybody!
It's Batman!"
Specifically Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah, where he grabs like the little diamond and he's like, "Ah, yes." He'd be like,
Yeah.
"No!" Well, there is another thing we should bring up.
The characters?
Yeah, all the characters, as we stated, they are very well performed.
And yeah, very well performed, very well written, very well portrayed for the most part.
Titan Joker.
Yeah, and there's a huge variety of Batman villains, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, which they all play off each other really well. I like how when you first enter Arkham Asylum with Joker, and he's like talking to all the inmates in there, and like Killer Croc's basically just like, "Fuck off, leave me alone."
Fuck off.
Which, fun fact, I just wanted to bring this up because I thought about it. Killer Croc is a little bit teased in Peacemaker. There's a little tease of Killer Croc. Where Lex Luthor, the same Lex Luthor from Superman, says that that he sleeps next to his cell where a guy with dragon skin fucks a twink with cartoon eyes every night, and that he can't sleep, which I thought was funny.
What?
We gotta do an episode on Peacemaker before Panther fucking.
Wait, Killer Croc has a boyfriend? That's awesome.
Good for Killer Croc.
I did something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Killer Croc in this game, I like how he's portrayed. I just wish that he had a better section, honestly. All the characters are portrayed very well. They act basically how I imagined them. The only issue with the game is the fact that the bosses suck, and some of like the gameplay sections aren't that fun. Roxy, you want to bring up some examples?
Okay, so let's see. Not counting Killer Croc's section, because Jesus Christ. What are some other sections of the game that weren't very fun?
Having to find certain characters.
Yeah, having to find certain characters. Having to deal with all the stealth shit, other than Scarecrow's sections. Let's see. What? Oh, the fucking part where you have to go across the manor, the mansion, but the floor is covered in Ivy's pheromones. Fuck it. That was especially really annoying. Like, the hitbox on that did not feel consistent at all.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have much of an issue with that. But that's just me.
Also, just the fact that as the game goes on, the map gets more and more crowded with a bunch of annoying enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So,
I guess it's to show more of Joker's control. But I mean, he already owns Arkham at that point.
yeah.
He already took. He
Wouldn't it be
it
like
literally
more
starts
sense
with him
to have
taking over this one.
show them less and less to show Joker's losing control of Arkham?
Yeah.
Once you demolish his plans.
I think my biggest issue is whenever you go back into incessive treatment. Wasn't that the name of the location? Where
Yeah.
where
And they also the fact that Batman has to just jump between gargoyle statues and Joker's goons suddenly forget where he is really dumb.
yeah. I think what the game laid for like the groundwork is great because then like because obviously this was the first time
It's like Super Mario 64
in
that regard.
Batman had way more games than just these though. I mean,
Yeah.
Batman Vengeance on the Xbox. Anybody?
No, I just mean it's like Super Mario 64 and the fact that where it's like, okay, this game isn't all that good, but what it did set out really well for what would happen later.
I would say a little less so than Mario 64 because Mario 64 did a lot more than Arkham, which I mean, it's kind of hard to compare because you know,
one's a 3D platformer, the other's an action.
Well, one
invented
3D platforming collectathon, while the other one is an action beat 'em up game based off a comic book hero. It's kind of hard to compare. Which I'm not trying to belittle any of them. I'm just saying, I feel like we're kind of looking at them unfavorably. Meanwhile, I think what Batman Arkham Asylum did here was good, and I hope that Arkham City does. Or really, I'm not going on to Arkham City. I'm going on to Arkham Origins, so then I could see how they improved it from that. Because I think if I remember correctly, Arkham City is the third game. Arkham Origins is the second.
No.
Or is it?
But no. Arkham Origins is the third. Arkham City's the second.
Well, I'm still playing Arkham Origins, I guess. I'm already committed to the bit. I thought it was the other way around. Oh well. It's weird how Arkham Origins isn't fucking bundled with the Arkham.
It's because it's the only one in the series that wasn't developed by Rocksteady.
Was Shadows developed by Rocksteady?
Not really sure. But I know what was developed by Rocksteady. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Oh no. Oh.
Unfortunately.
No. It was not made by... It was made by... Camouflage?
Are you talking about Shadows?
Yeah. Batman VR, was that made by Rocksteady? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, I just wanted to see. But I don't know, man. I mean, so what if it wasn't developed by Rocksteady? I would still want that game to be... It is still canon. I feel like it at least matters a little bit. Anyways. Okay, what's the next thing that we should talk about?
Let's see where we've done gameplay, bosses,
characters,
aesthetics, characters,
the soundtracks, whatever.
Yeah, soundtrack's really good, but like not outside of the game memorable.
Yeah.
I guess to talk about the gadgets themselves, like, did they feel intuitive? Did they feel like they affected the gameplay in a good way?
I'd say yeah.
Spray gel is a little stupid. Just give us C4.
But you see, we have to have non-lethal explosive for Batman.
Then just make it non-lethal C4. There you go.
That fixes it.
There you go. There you go. Batarangs are fine, albeit they're really only good for the Titan fights.
Well,
for hitting
they're also
switches.
just it's also okay when you get the upgrade that allows you to just throw them in whenever.
Yeah.
In the middle of doing other stunts.
The Bat Claw is really only used situationally, rather than an actual thing you use whenever you're like in a stick. The Bat Liner.
It's weird. It says, it grabs the. It's weird because it says, oh look, it grabs the things from enemies, even though, no, I don't think that happened a single time.
I think I mostly just grabbed the enemy himself and pulled him closer to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh shit, I meant to grab your gun, man, not you. Oops. And then he beats the fuck out of me, and I'm like, well. And then there's also
the key card, which is just like it's a fucking key card.
It's a hacking device. That's cool. I would imagine Batman would have something like that instead of a fucking BlackBerry.
But also, this shouldn't count as a gadget.
Yeah, it's mostly just a thing you use to progress. You could replace this thing with a fucking key card from like Security Breach, and you wouldn't have any issue. But I'm glad that they included something like that anyways, because then it shows that Batman has high IQ enough to where he could develop something like this. Or Lucius Fox developed something like that.
Yeah.
Little fun fact there for any of you.
Oh, I just remembered. Didn't you say before we should do a tier list of the Batman villains, or?
We'll do that. We'll do that once we're done with the trilogy. I think that'd be way better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should consume more Batman media before I can really comment on that.
Originally for Bat Month, what we were going to do was we were going to rank all the Batman movies and then the Batmans themselves. But, you know, Bat Month never happened.
I mean, Adam West, obviously, number one.
It would have been...
Wait, it was number one?
It was Adam West, and I said I would say Robert Pattinson is the best Batman. Due to the fact he doesn't fucking murder people. That's another thing. They did Batman very well here.
But murder's based.
Whatever, Zack Snyder fan.
Not a Zack Snyder fan.
Yeah, go back to watching your horribly disguised Punisher movie. Except you're not as cool as the Punisher. Sorry. Okay, let me calm down.
He's a bad guy?
Batman's a really good... This is a really good portrayal of Batman. Obviously, he's 11 years in at this point. If I remember correctly in the timeline, he's only 11 years in. Which Arkham Origins shows what he did. And it kind of answers a few questions. Like, for example, it answers... How did he meet Killer Croc? How did he meet Joker and Penguin and basically everybody else?
Oh, yeah. One thing I especially liked was how the game handled Batman's origin story of his parents dying, because they showed it as actually a traumatic part of Scarecrow's hallucinations.
Yep. And I'm glad they did that instead of the beginning.
Instead of just having Batman go, my parents got shot, or showing Batman's parents getting shot at the beginning of the game.
That's one thing that, like, I'm glad they didn't do for... Because if I remember correctly, they don't even do that for the Batman. I think, like, what they do is they show an orphan, and Batman relates to him because he's also an orphan.
Yeah.
But, like, he doesn't actually go, like, yeah... My parents died on this day. At this
is where my parents died, Parappa the Rapper.
No, you did it wrong. This is where my parents died, Parappa. This is where your parents died. Oof, oof. Anyways.
This is where my parents died. Twilight Sparkle. I don't fucking know.
Anyways, the next thing I guess we could talk about is how, honestly, I think this game has some of the best portrayal of most Batman villains. Which, I mean, obviously, it's because you interact with them more than you do with watching just a movie or a TV show. Because you can
Yeah.
fight them and shit. But, like, oh man, I love how Bane's portrayed here. I love how the story just goes. I love the game overall in that regard. Everything's great about it. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, once again, I'm not even familiar. I'm not even really all that familiar with the Batman brand, but like, just with the way these characters are portrayed here, it's like, come on, this is fun.
Yeah,
this is real fun.
it's a lot of fun. It's a very fun game.
I mean, especially because of the fact that they make fun of you on their death screens.
Oh yeah, the death screen.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Really
too many
unique
games.
way of approaching game overs.
Most video games, when you have like a game over, it's like you died, haha. In this game, it's more like.
I think the closest,
in the original Crash
to...
Bandicoot, it at least showed Crash getting chased by Cortex in Embryo.
Yeah.
In the
OG.
death screen. I don't know why they changed the game over screen in the Insane trilogy, but.
Yeah, I guess Uka Buka's kind of close
to that. It doesn't even make sense because you don't even meet Uka until the third game.
Hey, I'm not the
Yeah, that was weird. I like this game where it's actually handles it well. I think the closest I can compare it to was Total Distortion, where it's like, you are dead, dead, dead. And they just sing about how you die. That would make it even funnier.
Actually, is there anything else we should talk about? I think
that's everything.
Smasher past this version of Batman.
Anyways, okay. I guess any excitement for the other
definitely
games?
Smash Poison Ivy.
What do you guys? How do you feel? I guess I should only ask this question to Roxy and me. Roxy, how do you feel about going towards the sequel after playing this game?
I hope it makes improvements.
Okay. Same. All right. I'm very excited to try out Arkham Knight. I don't know.
All I will say is that this one's more of an open world Batman game.
Well, poor Roxy, they're not gonna love it. Maybe they will. Who knows? Lastly, before we head off,
I played. I'm like, Batman, whatever, is the most overrated.
Anyways, all right, let's give our final ranking. We're gonna start with Sir, then go to Roxy, then we'll end off with me, and then we'll.
Really solid Batman game and really solid start to the series. Just has a few things holding it back. Otherwise, it's a 8 out of 10. 8 is great.
All right, Roxy.
I think I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It starts off strong, but as the game goes on, it just becomes increasingly repetitive and frustrating.
I agree with that. I think there's just so much holding it back for me to give it an 8. I think I gave it an 8 on backlog. That might change right now because there's just been so much that like I had to rethink about and be like, oh man, there's like a lot of sections in this game that I'm just like, it's great, but there's just too much holding it back in my opinion. So yeah, 7 out of 10. I enjoy it, but I don't see myself coming back to this entry. Alright. Well, Sir, what's next time?
Me. Next time on the Vulture Culture Podcast. We have, where's less? Actually, I can't find the... Wait, there it is. We have our annual Christmas episode with Jingle All the Way.
Woo! SpongeBob!
Yep. SpongeBob.
I don't know. I'm just excited.
Next up is our next special episode, the top 5 worst protagonists. which I most definitely will not be on.
Yeah.
Because I am Batman.
Mm-hmm. You are Batman. Anyways. Then after that, we got Doo-Wops and Hooligans.
Which is the final episode of 2025.
I believe so. Either that or it's top 5 worst protagonists. Either one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, let me check, since I know that...
Jingle All the Way comes out on the 24th.
Yeah, so it probably will be worse protagonist, since that comes out New Year's Eve. If we're sticking to the Wednesday schedule.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And then lastly, going back to the Mario franchise. Fucking finally. I've been waiting for this one.
Super Mario Galaxy!
Woohoo!
And this was before we had any news. Like, we recorded it before there was any major news on the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah, so it's going to be awesome.
We'll probably leave our... Well, Caroline will probably leave their thoughts on the Galaxy movie announcements in a pinned comment.
Probably.
So you don't have to ask.
Oh man, I guess we can announce this too. Episode 43 will be Aladdin. Finally.
Woo!
I know we said we were going to do that very early on, but it'll be episode 43, so. Get your tickets now, folks. And by the way, in case you're wondering, we have one more episode left to record of season 2.
And after that, season 3 is going to be all in order.
Yeah,
hopefully.
aside two episodes, but we say which episodes they are in the beginning, so you guys won't be confused on which one we did out of order. And also, they're relatively early on, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have to scream or anything and be like, "Whoa, why'd you do these episodes out of order?" It's not going to be as discombobulated as season 2 has been. So
in order for the upward positivity to work, we have to endure the same pain you will do.
Yeah, which I might have fucked up and picked an upcoming episode that's in the good or in the best side, but I feel like you guys aren't going to be so nice towards it. Anyways, thank you all for listening and or watching. If you guys want to subscribe, please do. Follow us on YouTube Music, as you can listen to these episodes for free, #NotSponsored. And also you can download them and listen to them anywhere you want to go. If you guys have any episode suggestions or what we plan to do in season 4, yes, we got renewed for a 4th season. What a shock. We have a few plans for season. I already have a few plans for season 4, but I promise we are not recording anything in season 4 yet.
Yeah, that is way too early.
Yeah, we are
right now. Well, after Goodbye Volcano, I just want to think about season 3.
Oh no, we
for
are
a long time.
Yep. Which, by the way, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.